see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sex.
As one of the riders directly involved in the development of the Yamaha motorcycle with the Pramac Yamaha team, Miller is the person who best understands how the new bike performs on the track. In several test sessions, Miller was seen experimenting with various settings to find the best balance, but he admitted that the challenges faced were far more complex than initially anticipated. According to Miller, the V4 engine developed by Yamaha does indeed offer great potential, especially in terms of peak power and acceleration out of corners. However, he also emphasized that this performance is not yet fully stable, and still presents many issues that must be resolved before the racing season begins. One of the main issues he highlighted was the power delivery character, which was considered too aggressive and difficult to control on certain sections of the track. This situation forced the Yamaha technical team to work extra hard to find the best solution. Miller even stated that the process of adapting to the V4 engine was a challenge, considering that Yamaha has for years been known to use an inline-4 engine configuration with a different character. This major change forced the team to rebuild their motorcycle development philosophy. Beyond the engine, Miller also highlighted the issue of chassis balance, which was deemed not fully aligned with the V4's power characteristics. On several occasions, the bike appeared less stable when entering fast corners, something that is crucial in modern MotoGP competition. This forced riders to work harder to maintain consistent lap times. Tensions escalated when Yamaha's lap times lagged behind those of rival manufacturers like Ducati, KTM, and Aprilia. This situation raised concerns that Yamaha's V4 project might take longer than planned to become truly competitive on the track. Miller himself admitted that although the situation was challenging, he still saw great potential in the bike. He stated that Yamaha had the resources and experience to overcome existing problems, but the development process required patience and strong cooperation between riders and engineers. Furthermore, Miller also revealed that communication between riders and the technical team was a crucial factor in accelerating the development process. He believed that every input from riders would significantly influence the direction of the bike's development, especially in finding a balance between engine power and handling stability. Yamaha's V4 project itself has been one of the hottest topics in the MotoGP paddock this season. Many considered Yamaha's move away from the old engine configuration a bold decision that could potentially change the competitive landscape in the future. However, this decision carries significant risks, especially if the motorcycle's development doesn't go according to plan. Here's the full story. The atmosphere in the MotoGP paddock suddenly heated up after Jack Miller made a surprising revelation regarding the development of the ambitious Yamaha V4 project during pre-season testing at the Sepang circuit, Malaysia. The high hopes that had previously surrounded Yamaha's revolutionary project have now been overshadowed by concerns after a number of technical issues emerged, raising major questions about the bike's readiness for the upcoming racing season. From the beginning, Yamaha's V4 engine project has been a major focus in MotoGP. Yamaha has been known for years to maintain its inline-4 engine configuration, renowned for its smoothness, stability, and exceptional rider-friendliness. However, the dominance of European manufacturers like Ducati and Aprilia, with their successful V4 engines, has forced Yamaha to take the major step of changing its engine philosophy. This was certainly no small decision. Yamaha had to completely overhaul its technical approach, from engine design and weight distribution to cooling systems, to integration with the bike's chassis. All elements had to be rebuilt to suit the fundamentally different characteristics of the V4 engine compared to previous engines. Jack Miller, a key figure in this development project with the Pramac Yamaha team, witnessed firsthand the complexity of this transition process. During several test sessions in Sepang, Miller was seen actively experimenting with various motorcycle setup configurations. He underwent an intensive testing program that involved collecting data on aerodynamics, chassis stability, and engine power delivery characteristics. However, despite all these efforts, Miller revealed that the Yamaha V4 still faced several serious challenges. One of the biggest issues he experienced was the engine's power characteristics, which were still too aggressive and not yet fully controllable. The V4 engine did produce more power, but the unstable power delivery made it difficult for riders to maintain speed when exiting corners. According to Miller, the difference in engine character was significant compared to previous generation Yamaha motorcycles. While inline-4 engines are known for their more linear and manageable power, the V4 engine offers a more explosive power surge. This required significant adaptation, both from the rider and from the development of the motorcycle's electronics. Furthermore, Miller also highlighted the issue of suboptimal motorcycle balance. He explained that in some sections of the track, especially fast corners, the motorcycle felt less stable and unpredictable. This condition is certainly a serious concern, because motorcycle stability is a crucial factor in maintaining consistent lap times. Another issue that arose was the interaction between the chassis and the new engine's characteristics. Yamaha has long been known for its highly precise chassis, instilling a high level of confidence in riders. However, with the arrival of the V4 engine, which has different dimensions and power distribution, Yamaha had to readjust the chassis design to balance the bike's overall characteristics. During testing, Yamaha's technical team was seen continuously adjusting settings in almost every session. Various experiments were conducted, ranging from suspension settings and frame geometry to electronic system calibration. However, the results were still not entirely satisfactory. Tension began to set in as Yamaha's lap times lagged behind those of its main rivals. Ducati once again demonstrated its dominance with very consistent performance. KTM and Aprilia also performed very competitively and showed significant improvements in recent seasons. This situation put Yamaha under immense pressure to find a solution quickly. Miller himself did not hide the fact that the development process for the new bike would take a long time. He emphasized that changing the engine philosophy was a major step that would undoubtedly present complex challenges. However, he also assessed that Yamaha had a strong technical foundation and a highly experienced engineering team to overcome this situation. In his interview, Miller also emphasized the importance of communication between the rider and the technical team. He explained that every detail of input from the rider significantly influences the direction of the bike's development. This process requires very close collaboration, because the rider is the primary source of data for understanding the bike's behavior on the track. Interestingly, Miller also revealed that despite facing various obstacles, he still sees great potential in Yamaha's V4 engine. He stated that when the bike is properly tuned, its performance looks very promising. This is a sign that Yamaha is indeed on the right development path. Although it still requires significant refinement, the Yamaha V4 project itself is now one of the biggest stories in MotoGP. Many observers believe Yamaha's success in developing a V4 engine could drastically change the competitive landscape. However, if development doesn't go as expected, Yamaha risks facing a stressful season. Meanwhile, Yamaha's rivals are not standing still. Ducati continues to develop increasingly sophisticated aerodynamics and electronic systems. KTM has shown rapid progress in acceleration and stability. Aprilia is also maturing with a highly competitive motorcycle package. MotoGP is now entering an era of increasingly complex technology, and every manufacturer must move quickly to remain competitive. This situation places the Yamaha in a challenging position. They must balance pursuing maximum performance and maintaining long-term development stability. Small development mistakes can have a significant impact on performance throughout the season. Miller concluded his statement with an optimistic yet realistic note. He acknowledged that the journey to a truly competitive motorcycle is still long, but he believes Yamaha has the ability to recover. He also emphasized that the entire team remains working with high enthusiasm and full focus to bring Yamaha back to competing at the forefront of MotoGP. The Sepang test may be just the first step in the long journey of the Yamaha V4 project. However, the various findings from the testing have provided a clear picture of the challenges ahead. With the racing season fast approaching, the pressure on Yamaha is sure to continue to mount. The MotoGP world's attention is now focused on how Yamaha will respond to this situation. Whether they can transform the V4 engine into a new weapon capable of challenging the dominance of European manufacturers, or face a difficult transition period, will be a major story eagerly awaited by motorcycle racing fans worldwide.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees.